Right. Oops. Over there. That looks good. I think we're working. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up under the video as usual. Just so I know it's working, or type something in the comments. I'll just have a quick mouthful of tea. Marvellous. Let's see. Is there anybody there? Evening David. Evening Gary. Gary, marvellous. This is weird, the numbers are going down and the people are going up in the comments. How strange. Anyway, not to worry, we're obviously working. That's the main thing. Good-o. Right, so I've got another 50-year-old issue of Coin Slot I've been going through, putting out some interesting bits. That, who lent us this one? Paul, I think, again. So I'll have a look at that in a tick. Some quite little interesting sort of article bits in there as well, so that was quite good. I've been fiddling around with websites, as you may have noticed if you've tuned in. Oops, or read your emails, I should say. With a for sale page, basically. Just trying to make it a bit easier to find stuff, because people were saying sometimes they couldn't figure out how to get into the database and whatnot. So I've rearranged it like this. So all the main categories. Blue ones are stuff we sell by auction, green ones are stuff for buy it nows, and they'll gradually update with lots, so just a few odd lots, a couple of odd bits and bobs that were unsold from last week or wherever it was. So I've added them on that are going back in again. But other than that, in the next week or so, we'll start adding stuff on for this next auction. There's a couple of machines coming over the weekend, a Sega Bell high top, and a mini Sega. What else was there? I think there's 10 machines coming in this week. Some more fairgrounds stuff. Yeah. So it's all good. Evening, Peter. So yeah, these up have all been updated as well. The little symbols to show, for example, there's 2,378 slot machine pages and 3,368 prices and 6,700 photographs and so on and so on and so on. And that all just all keeps automatically updating. And then there'll be some more sections added into this as well in the very near future, as I finish fiddling about programming and one thing and another. Evening, Peter. So if you see any problems with that, let me know. But it should be a bit simpler than the drop down thing. It fits on phone screens better. Once you're in a section, for example, let's go to slot machines, you've still got these droppy downs at the top, but I'll probably change that just to go back to the main page, because these don't fit on phone screens terribly well. It messes up the sizing on some particular phones, and I can't find a way of programming around it. Most of it works on tablet size things, but phones it can be really awkward to use. So there we are. Hopefully that'll be a bit easier. I might add a little picture in each of these boxes just to brighten the page up, perhaps. A little collage of automata or circus things or whatever. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. While we're just on the website quickly, if you haven't looked already, there's a little walk around video of Woodbank Arcade. Have a look at that, where we are in 2 weeks time, is it 3 weeks time? So hopefully some of you will join us there, bring some stuff to look at. Again, like we did at Northampton, we'll have an area set aside just for us, some tables in, we can bring stuff. Doesn't have to be machines, could be anything you collect really, just to show off to some other collectors and have a bit of a chat. There's going to be some interesting stuff there. I'm just sort of starting to get a little bit of a list together that Robert's been texting me. Let's see if I can get it quickly. What have I done with it? Oh, I don't know what I've done with it. Perhaps it was a WhatsApp instead. I'm not very good at all these social medias. Machines. So yeah, let's see. Stockbroker, cathedral bell ringer, working model. Not an Aaron, somebody else. Ex Gresham's. An L's trapper. You don't see many of those around. The chap that does the electronic stuff in Robert's machines, all the interactive electronic stuff, is coming along, so that'll be interesting. A robot working model thing that Darren's been building. Yeah, another model or two, I think. What else? I was talking about some of my stuff then. I'll take, I think, some of my double Allwins. You don't see those very often. Anybody else bring anything? Let me know and I'll add it onto the page. Right. Paul says, Peter says, Carl says, ho hum. I'm assuming you're referring to Robert. David says, can you make the blue and green a bit more definitive as I have cheap glasses? Right, on this page over here. As I could do, trouble is they're too bright, it's a bit, garish. It's just a quick reference really, you'll soon get used to what's where. So I'll put a little picture on each one, there's some stack of coins on there and a stack of magazines on there and so on. So there we are. Right, let's have a look at this coin slot, what have I done with it? Hang on a minute, let me find the correct button, which I think is this one. Aha, there we go. So yeah, this is 1972, March the 18th. The hot news is that Mayfield went into liquidation. Mayfield Automatics, a Lancashire firm who were once among the leaders in the field of multiplayer arcade machines, gone into liquidation. It was revealed this week. Etc, etc. Made lots of pushes and things and big multiplayer games. And basically they're a victim of the machine license duty. It says, until then we were one of the leading manufacturers of 20-player arcade machines. We had about 150 people working for us. When the new legislation was introduced, we started to prune down our staff, etc, etc. I said the company's biggest problem was the large stock of multiplayers and spares they had on their hands when the license duty was introduced. We've never been able to get rid of it. So there we are. That's one of the. They were a big firm, evidently. 150 employees making machines. It went bust. Yeah, so advert wise, let's have a look. What did we find in this one? This was interesting, I thought. Why did I think this was interesting? Keyed spinner, Jameson's Penny Parade. Yeah, remember there was that nice Perspex for sale a few weeks ago on eBay, which Robert bought, which Paul's building a machine for. So there we are, a Jameson's Penny Parade, £25 in 1972. Still haven't managed to find an actual picture of what the machine looked like, but we know what the top looked like. Prospectors, Jameson's four-way super fruit. High dice. What was high dice? Two of those. £25 for two. And a Crompton's ball in whole. I haven't got that listed on the Crompton's page, have we? I don't think we have anyway. So I wonder what that was. I'm sure we haven't got that listed. Let me just check in the background here. Alfred Crompton's, etc. No. So I don't know. So if anybody knows what ball in hole was, is that just a nickname or was it an actual machine name, I wonder? Who knows? Interesting. Yeah. Some bell fruit. I did some close-ups of this as well. There's actually an advert for bell fruit Cascade, which you all know and love. So we've got the action line. I've seen a few of those. I've sold one or two, I think, over the years. A minimum of 5 machines, apparently, on that one. Yeah, the Cascade, £49 in 1972. Note this is Cascade, not Cascade Deluxe, which I'm still not sure what the Deluxe refers to. Yeah, £49. A game of skill, no exercise duty. Simple, fascinating, and profitable. What more could you want? Well, that was quite novel. In the Each Way, horse racing theme one. £25 jackpot, so it must be a club machine. And then the Fair Cop, which looks like they've got quite a nice glass on it. Obviously, it's a 50-year-old newsprint. There's not a lot you can do with it, but looks like quite a nice glass on that one with a policeman on it. £235. So there we are. So if anyone's got any of those, you can get me a proper photograph of. That would be good. Who sent me a photograph yesterday or something? I forgot all about that. Sorry. Somebody Friday night. Something we looked at. Sent me a picture. I'll sort it out for Tuesday. Too many things on the go this weekend. It's been busy with collections and deliveries. And Alan came today and filled the van up. And yeah, busy. Right, what else have we got? Cough trees. One of our ads. 7 new models of Jubilees. And then I did a little close-up on these. So I thought that's not very well, is it? Bell fruit machines. Gone a bit fuzzy on the screen for some reason. Might look all right your end. So there was Better Chance, Each Way again, and then Multiplier. Then Jennings. What's interesting here about the Jennings is in the classified ads in this edition, so 72, there's loads and loads of Jennings for sale at 30, 40, 50 pounds. Seems like people are ditching them. And then Cough Trees are advertising Jennings from the world's largest distributor. These fabulously successful machines, now on 1p, 2p, 5p, or 2 plays for 5p, have been rebuilt with new chrome fronts, reels, and flashes. So everybody else seems to be ditching them for the new kind of flat front things, the Jubilees and Aristocrats and that kind of sleek, flat 70s kind of modern look. And Cough Trees were punting out rebuilt Jenningses. I thought that was quite interesting. Oh, I'm in the way of this one. Look, hang on a minute. Let me get out of the way. Where's my button? That one. I've lost the advert this now. Allied's 2-player drag races. I suspect if these days, if you called a machine drag races, you'd think it was about something else. But anyway. So for amusement only, this is the first 2-player amusement machine on the market. Don't know what sort of claim that is, but anyway. Dual controls, 3 races for 1 game, 2 players get 1 game for 5p. 1 player can play against the machine and again gets 1 game for 5p. Fast, exciting fun. Skill definitely counts in this fantastic game. Realistic sound, 3D visual effect. So how that was the first 2-player amusement machine, I don't know. Don't quite understand that claim. Anyway. Oh, some more Instone and Ashby. These, whenever it was, Friday night was it? There was an advert which mentioned Adam's Apple and It's Wild. I said, oh, it'd be good to know what they look like. And I think that was in the 1977 issue. 5 years earlier, as it happened, in this 1972 issue, there's an advert for those two machines, Adam's Apple and It's Wild. I don't know if you can really see on there, but move this camera a little bit out of the way a bit. That's a bit better, isn't it? So Adam's Apple has got a big apple on the top, unsurprisingly, and It's Wild looks like it's a It's Wild Man. Very 70s, like Easy Rider type motorbike. Yeah. When did the Easy Rider film come out? That was the early 70s, wasn't it? Maybe that was what inspired it. Who knows? But your outdated Sega and Mills can look like these. So there you go. Some more Winstone Ashbys to add to the list. Jukeboxes seem to be quite a thing in this issue. The Jupiters. Get to the advert now. I don't know what I've done with it. It's in here somewhere anyway. Yeah, well, the new prices on there, sort of 300s, 350s. The Jupiter Rustic. I mean, who doesn't need a rustic jukebox out here? As I found the advert now. The Rustic says 100 selection in solid oak finish, designed for the site where the conventional type of phonograph is thought to be unsuitable. The inside of the lid is finished with a tan leatherette padding, no less, which is intended to blend in with hotel and club furnishings. So what about that? A bit of tan leatherette, lovely. There's some wrought iron on the front, marvellous. What a jukebox. The K80, 120 and the 100. And then we've got more jukeboxes here. NSM being the console 120 being very rustic again. This one says a jukebox designed with the operator in mind. Dark oak cabinet with wrought iron fittings, leather covered doors, and a lid which cleverly hides the fact that this is a jukebox. An electronic marvel so styled that it can be sighted anywhere, holding its own in the most sophisticated environment. Yeah. Then the other one, the Prestige 120, that one's apparently got elegant looks. Perfection in design, performance and profitability. There we are. So that's a good couple of jukeboxes. What an ugly bunch of dukes, aren't they just? Yeah. Very 70s, I guess, at the time. Very kind of, I just thought it was interesting, the kind of the oak and wrought iron and leatherette to try and blend in with hotel bars and things of the day. It was quite interesting. What else? Oh, I spotted this one. Carl said I had a Jupiter once, it was a nightmare. Yeah, they don't seem to have a very good reputation of their Jupiter boxes. Yeah, this two reasons I pulled this advert out. One in the classified. The comparative prices. I mean, Jennings for 25 quid, yeah, but obviously it was years ago, so it kind of doesn't mean anything, does it? Which is to say, another one again, dumping loads of Jennings Governors, 10 of them for 25 quid each. But you know, Bally Money Honey is £150. Bally Progressive Stars 325. Jennings Galaxy 95. So Galaxy 4 times the price of a Governor. A Signet Safari, don't know what that is. But OK Automatics, which was Aussie K, who very many years ago used to come to the auctions back in the days of Huntington, if you remember. Aussie K used to come down with Henry Powell Senior. Usually in his big Rolls Royce with OK, was it OK1 I think he had on the number plate or something like that. Yeah, nice chap. It was quite funny really. So I thought, oh look, there's Aussie K. Yeah, any of you might be old enough to remember him. It was usually Aussie K and Henry Powell arguing over whose turn it was to buy the tea, which was all very amusing. Both multi-millionaires, so that was quite funny. Pete says those flat top Dukes were a nightmare for beer spills and a nightmare to clean out. Oh God, yeah, I guess they were. I hadn't really thought of that. Perfect for putting your pint of beer on, aren't they? I like a good old round topped Wurlitzer or something. Or even like the Amis and Ballamies with the screens, but then the tops always sloped back, didn't they, from the kind of the windscreen, so you couldn't put a pint of beer on the top. Yeah. Roger says he was a nice bloke, remembers him. Aussie K, yeah. He was a very nice chap. Yeah, so what's a Signet Safari? I'm assuming it's a bandit because everything else is bandits. But, I don't know. Another mystery machine. The Fletcher Auto Vendor Select View Postcard Vendor. Now look at this for a piece of kit. Delightfully ugly again. Enormous. So it vends, oh, you probably can't read the type, I don't think, on the screen, it might be a bit fuzzy, but it vends 10 different cards, easily interchangeable, large capacity hopper for each type of card, accepts both 5p and 10p coins, a lamp feature indicates when individual card chute is empty, 50-volt operation for security, safety, cash box, locked separately, high quality rosewood finish, for Micah no doubt, ideal for shops, arcades, hotel foyers, transport terminals, etc. But it's 57.5 inches high, it's 5 foot high, 33 inches wide and 16 deep, so it's an enormous thing. And nearly 3 foot wide, it's a lot bigger than it sounds. Great big thing, just to vend postcards. But it was obviously big business at the time. But Fletcher Auto Vend, I've seen a few things, a few vending things over the years that they've made. There's a good article on this page as well about nurses having chip vending machines, but for some reason I didn't scan that one. Well, I scanned the whole page and forgot to cut that bit out, so I'll do that next time. But somewhere I've got another article on nurses and chip vending machines as well, which seems quite ironic, really. I mean, who better to advertise chips than nurses, after all? So I'll have to find the other one. I'm not sure what I've done with it. So we can have a discussion about nurses and chips. Wonder which will be more popular. Perhaps we can have a vote. You can do votes on here somewhere. We can have a vote for who prefers nurses and who prefers chips, I guess. That could be interesting, couldn't it? Anyway, yes, Selective View Postcard Vendor. What else do we find? Oh, the Protector. The Protector. Where's the advert for the Protector? Oh, this sounds quite good. Can you read this? Not sure. My screen's a bit small, you see, so I'm not sure what you can see you're in. Top Money Taker, now available virtually from stock. This entirely new gun, manufactured by the same company that produced the Caliber 50, has many money-taking features, one of which is built-in reliability. The principle of the game is that the player must shoot down passing enemy biplanes which approach at unexpected heights. The sooner the plane is shot down after coming into view, the higher the score the player attains. When hit, the planes crash into a lake. It's got a visual timer and 4-digit scoring. There are full and realistic visual and audio effects, making this game a truly appealing winner, with an adjustable replay feature and a choice of 2p or 5p per game selectors. Don't struggle through the season with old, tired and unreliable equipment when you could be operating the Protector. That should, on any site, pay for itself very quickly. The price? ? Well below that of any comparable machine on the market today. Customers who have outstanding orders, please note they can expect to receive their machines in the next 7 to 10 days. This is a London Coins advert. So yeah, I don't actually know who made it. I haven't looked it up. But apparently whoever made Caliber 50 also made this. So I'm not sure, I guess it's one of those kind of mechanically, 1972, so it's not going to be a video, is it? It's going to be a mechanical effect kind of game thing somehow or other. Possibly some kind of rear projection thing, not sure. Again, I suspect there's another one of those that's probably none surviving, or very few of them. But, so that's the Protector in demand. Oh, another nice ugly jukebox with a delightfully flat bit to put your beer on again. This is a really compact one. What else did it say about this? I think there might have been something interesting it said about it. Yeah, it's just kind of coming to the circuit board era. It says the new 10 key numbers in a line selection system is the most advanced selection system in the industry, and has allowed Rockola to replace old-fashioned wiring with the single snap-in printed circuit board. Also incorporated into the 449 is the same computer flash record now playing indicator from the 448. This record now playing indicator offers more excitement and eye appeal to the customer for greater enjoyment and larger take. I mean, how could you not be excited by knowing which record was playing? I mean, I think with a jukebox you tend to know what record's playing, don't you, really? That's kind of the idea of a jukebox. So to make a feature of the computer flash record now playing indicator is quite a feat of marketing, isn't it, really? But yeah, there we are. Another nice ugly jukebox. What else have we got? The stunt car by Sega. Yes, some tea before it goes cold. It's nearly cold, that's never a good sign. The stunt car by Sega is great. The action fun game. The player uses the steering wheel to control a car on the playfield whose bumper is used to hit balls into the 2-level light up score area. Adjustable playtime for amusement only. So yeah, so the player uses the steering wheel to control a car on the playfield whose bumper of the car is used to hit balls into the 2-level light up score area. So kind of pinball-y. Strange thing, I've never seen one of those. That sounds quite fun. Looks, I probably can't see on the playfield. When I upload the picture to the website, you might be able to see a little bit better. But it looks like the playfield has got kind of ramps in it, like on a pin table playfield, where the balls will either go up the ramps or underneath them, by the looks of things. It doesn't look like there's a plunger on those, so I'm assuming the balls were fired at you automatically, and you had to steer your car to bump the balls back up again, I guess, or something. I don't know. Looks good fun though. If anyone's ever seen one of those or got one, it'd be quite a good fun machine, I think. And then we had the Untouchable by Casco. Did I find a proper picture of one of these? I might have got one of these on the website. I'll have a look in a minute. The Untouchable brings the exciting TV series to your arcade. Was there a TV series called The Untouchable? Don't know. The player controls a police car chasing the gangsters. Steering and acceleration control with pistol to fire at the escaping car. Full sound effects. Moving road and old-time scenery make this into an exciting game of skill. A free game for high scores. So it looks like a belt playfield, like the Rolling Road type of games. It's kind of a modern version of one of those. I seem to think I might have got a colour picture of that. Did I find a flyer or something? Oh, no, I haven't. I thought I had. Bear with me a minute. Let's just have a quick look on skill games, driving games. No. I'm sure I got a picture of that somewhere. I might have found a flyer. I might not have uploaded it yet. I'll have to have a rummage around the computer, see what I can find. Yeah. What else? Oh, that's come out a bit strange as well on my screen. Is it just my screen or is it yours as well? I think it's just the effect of the screen size. Yeah, this was a bit of an experiment. So this is a black and white picture in a 50-year-old newspaper, or rather, it's not really black and white anymore, it's sort of grey and pink. And so I've been fiddling around with it in Photoshop. I can probably show you the original, just about. Which way is the camera? There it is. So there's the original. See, it's pretty faded and whatnot, but with the wizardry of computering, you can turn a 50-year-old newspaper print into a colour photograph. Isn't that clever? So you've got Jim Compton on the left. And then Shane Breaks from Streets in the middle. And then on the right is Crompton's sales manager, Bill Ponter. I thought that was quite good to have a picture of Jim Compton looking jolly, as he always seemed to look. Yeah, there's a couple of good little news snippets on this page as well. That's which are quite interesting. There's one here about somewhere in Norfolk somewhere in a minute. What have I done with that? There's one about Margate. It says, helping out funfair owners, Margate Estates helped to beat the coal shortage recently. When the speedway track at Dreamland, their seafront amusement park, was recently renewed, the company gave away part of the existing wooden track as firewood. I suppose it's safe to get rid of it, isn't it? Cut it up for firewood. It says Shane Breaks worked for Atari in the 1980s. Yeah, the name sounds very familiar. I'm trying to think, I might have even met him somewhere along the line years ago when I used to go to the ATE when I did the magazine and things. Don't know, might have done. Didn't recognise the name. But yeah, it came out quite well. Very impressive colouring. What software? This is Photoshop. Yeah, it works. It seems to work better if there's a picture with people in it, because it gives it a good clue where to start. Because obviously it finds faces, and those faces should be pink essentially, and works out the levels of grey from that to fill all the other colours in. Sometimes if you just give it pictures of, well, like just machines, it really struggles figuring out what colour's what because it's got nothing to go on. But people. People should be skin coloured. If it's a landscape, trees are green and the sky's blue and so on. So it works a lot better on some pictures than others. It's pretty clever stuff. And as I said before, even when the colours aren't accurate and they're a bit all over the place sometimes the colours, but it does somehow just adding some colour seems to bring out more detail in photographs where realistically the detail just isn't there. It's quite amazing, really. But I thought it was quite fun. There's a bit here about Galston. Shall I roll these photographs through? I'll read you these little bits in a minute. There you go. I think that was the last one. I think I put the coloured one at the end as a special treat. Or did I? There might be another one. Hang on. Oh, there we are. Leave this rolling around. Yeah, Monster Cake. This sounds good. This is Galston, up near Great Yarmouth. It says a monster fruit and sponge iced cake weighing half a tonne and believed to be the largest cake ever made in Britain was cut recently to celebrate the 8th anniversary of Galston's Palace Casino. The 10-foot high 8-tier cake was delivered by an articulated lorry after being weighed on a factory weigh bridge. So I like the sound of that. There must be some photographs of that around, mustn't there? A 10-foot high cake arriving to celebrate the 8th anniversary of Galston's Palace Casino. So somebody find a photograph of that. Then we've got here a bit about the Purple Penny. The new leisure centre being built alongside the Floral Hall at Southport has been named. It will be the Purple Penny. The centre, on a level with the promenade, is being leased from the corporation by Frank Booth and Sons of Tenby, Pembrokeshire. It's due to open at Easter. Booths have been given the option by the Town Council to take a sales kiosk by the centre for 10 years at a £300 annual rent. So yeah, there you go. There's a bit about some translations that went wrong. There's quite this. I don't know if this issue is odd, but there's quite a lot of foreign pages in this particular issue. But being foreign, my foreign is not terribly good. There's a quite funny article here about bingo in Weston-super-Mare. It's titled, "Not Such an Appalling Idea." It says, an example of the kind of bigoted head-in-the-sand discrimination which public bodies continuously practice against the amusement industry was published in last week's issue. A petition carrying 600 signatures was handed in to Weston-super-Mare Council pleading for all year-round bingo at the Nightstone Theatre. For those of you who don't know Weston-super-Mare, between the two piers there's what's called Nightstone Island. It's kind of a stone jetty, if you like, with buildings on. I think it might be turned into flats or something now. There was been planning for all sorts of things over the years. I haven't been to Weston for a few years. But anyway, yeah, so 600 signatures pleading for all year round bingo at the theatre. But the Entertainments Committee was reminded that it was the council's policy to maintain summer shows at the Nightstone. In fact, the shows produced a profit in the current year for the first time ever, and it was quite apparent that it had done so only because the theatre was leased for bingo during the winter months. Bingo all year round immediately made the local Hotels Association throw up their Victorian hands in horror. They said they were appalled at the idea. Yet someone appears to have failed to bring to the notice of both the council and the hoteliers two important facts. I think the type goes a bit wrong here because there's a couple of lines of type missing. But it says, first, they are not so appalled at the idea of allowing bingo in the winter to sign the petition they must. I presume they mean they're not so appalled at the idea of allowing bingo in the winter to subsidise the theatre. And secondly, if 600 people sign the petition, they must be local people. Bear in mind this is in the winter. Can the council dismiss in such a carefree manner the obvious wishes of so many ratepayers? So yeah, that continual battle of the amusement industry against local councils, even in seaside towns. Which of course I only know too well up in Colwyn Bay. But, there you go. What else was it? Amusements for the former station. Blackpool Corporation Planning Committee has approved a scheme for an entertainment complex on the site of the former central station. The project includes a theatre, licensed bars, restaurant, shop units, amusements and indoor games. The application was submitted by a local company, Formis Deal Automatics Limited. So the former central, isn't that what is now where Coral Island is, I think? Not terribly up on Blackpool history, somebody will know. 1972, don't know. Yeah, so there we are. There's a few other interesting little bits and bobs, but they were kind of the funny little bits that I thought were amusing. So yeah, that's about it, I think, for 1972. So again, I'll upload. I haven't actually uploaded the ones from Friday yet, I don't think. I haven't got around to doing it. It's been a busy old weekend. But I'll get these adverts and things uploaded onto the website into the various places. Obviously, there's some more pages I've got to make because a lot of these stuff we haven't got pages for yet. But that'll keep me busy. Paul says, yes, that's the site of Coral Island. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. Interesting. I'll have to get me me interactive map thing going. That's good little articles like that can be added onto that. You can kind of click and see a bit of the history. Yeah. Right, so that's probably it. What do I need to tell you? So this coming week, if you're bringing stuff in for the next auction, I'm around and about. It's a bit of a muddly week one way or another. Tomorrow, finally, my new van's coming, or I've got to go and get. I've got to take the temporary one back, and that's going to take all day messing around with that, and insurance and one thing and another. But I'm sort of around Cambridge most of the week. Next Sunday, the 19th, I'll be at Leamington at the Elephant House, sort of 12 till 2 again. So if you want to meet me there, if that's easier for you, then that's good for next Sunday. Peter says, interesting, there's no Allwyn, etc. being sold in the adverts. No, I did spot in one advert. There's nothing in like the big display adverts. Somewhere, let me find the advert that mentioned wall machines. It said, where was the advert? Oh, it's on here somewhere, I think. Have I? Let's find it. Let's scroll through these. It's on one of these adverts. It's about the only mention of wall machines. Got to find the advert again. Where's it gone? This one. I'm covering up, which doesn't help, does it? At the bottom here, it says, we regret all wall machines have now been disposed of. By Harry Swaddle of Whitley Bay. Yeah, even in all the little classified adverts, there's quite a lot. As I say, it's mostly bandits, essentially. Bandits and pushers and stuff. And I say there's a striking amount of governors for sale, what appear to be cheap, as in compared to Jubilees, Riviera, and Aristocrats, and the kind of the flat front stuff. And then pushers, lots of pushers for sale. Things we haven't got pictures of, things like Mayfield Seashores, Mayfield Golden Stairs, Jezard Cascade, that'd be the big one, I presume. Penny Tumble Console, Penny Lanes. Yeah, all lots of pushers. And then pinballs, or flippers as they seem to be called at the time. They always seem to be referred to as flippers. Even there's an advert here, you know, wanting mechanics. And it's got flipper servicing representatives. And just about all the adverts. I need one here. Seaside Arcana. There's 200 Gottlieb flippers, all new or less than a year old. Yeah. But yeah, no mention of Allwyn's at all, I don't think, other than that one advert. Oh, tell a lie, just spotted on the one. Arcade, Brian's Wall Machines from £17. There we are. They've got Brian's Wall Machines at £17, a craft tippet. It's like the one with the little shelves in that the pennies fall down, I think, isn't it? Is that a craft tippet? £19. Crompton Tip 'em Off, £32. Miller's Maverick, whatever that is, £23. And Streets Rabbit Gun, £55. What's a Miller's Maverick? I wonder what that is. Yeah, I'm just scanning through all the other ads again. I can't. It's funny, isn't it? Allwyn's were just obviously just not the thing in 1972. Most of them got burned, yeah. I think I probably said before, I remember as a kid, very, being 3 or 4 years old, so that would be 75, 6. a few all wins. There was an arcade at Wells next to the sea on the front. Somebody will tell me the name of it in a minute. Was it Grays? I think it was, wasn't it? The big one along the front of the harbour front. It had big windows and quite a small, low window sill underneath the windows. And along there was, sitting on the floor basically, a row of all-wins, which is a sort of a 4 or 5 year old, and they were quite fun to play. 1p. But they were, even then, there was not that many all-wins around really. I think we used to go to that arcade because there was some there, and at my height that I could play, I guess. Also used to be a giant puppets machine outside that arcade, which no one seems to know where it went. A really big, extra big one. I have to rummage through the photo albums. There might be some pictures of me there somewhere. What's happened to the pictures? They're not moving around. There we are. That's better. The page of the Coffee's ad has a small ad of 50 rotomints. Let's see, that'll come around again in a minute. This is the Cascade, obviously the Cascade was all the rage then, wasn't it? But certainly a definite lack of war machines. Yeah, so as I was saying, this week, if you want to come to drop stuff off the auction, I am sort of in and out of Cambridge most of the week. Coffees, oh yeah, there we are. Let's pause that. 50 only Rotomint war machines. I can't read it on the screen because my broadcast screen is too small. I have to find the advert. What does it say? 50 only Rotomint war machines, 1p play, brand new. Start, skill, stops, all reels, 10p, 10 to 1p, stack, coin entry. 10, 1p, stack, coin entry. Payouts 5 times 10, 2 times 8, 3 times 4, 2 times 2, and a mystery jackpot. Pre-Easter delivery, any quantity to anywhere. Sounds like they're trying to get rid of them, doesn't it? As a special. Any quantity anywhere. Take them, please. Get rid of them. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and then next Sunday at the Elephant House, 12 to 2. As I say, there's machines coming in the week. There's some fairground stuff coming in. What else is coming in? Not sure. So keep an eye on the website, or keep updating it with stuff as it comes in. 17th of July is closing date. 3rd of July up at Woodbank. I shall take my nice new big shiny van there. So if you want to drop stuff with me there, if you're up north, if that's easier for the next auction, you're more than welcome to. We'll sort that out a bit near the day. But yeah, just trying to make things efficient at the moment with the price of diesel rapidly getting towards £10 a gallon. It's a case of trying to do the best we can to make things efficient. So yeah, it's just not playing again. Didn't I not click the right button? I probably didn't. You'd think by now I know how this worked, wouldn't you? There we are, it's going again. Yeah, I think that's it. Any questions, comments, anybody? Anybody think of anything? Anybody else got a stack of coin slots we can borrow to look through? That'd be great, because I think they're really interesting. As much as anything, I quite like the little articles and little comments about things. So if anyone's got any, again, if you're coming anyway, perhaps bring them with you, or to on the 3rd of July. Yeah, right, okay then. So I think that's probably it. I think everyone's gone quiet. I need another cup of tea. And I will catch you again Tuesday night. See what else I can find to look at. Yeah, I don't think the machines will be here by Tuesday. They'll be later in the week. But as soon as they're here, obviously I'll let you know what we've got. And yeah, we'll look forward to another good auction. Right, that's it from me. I think everyone's gone quiet. So thank you very much, as per usual. Have a jolly evening, whatever you're doing for the rest of it. And catch you Tuesday. In the meantime, if you want me, you know where I am. Right, let's stick on here then. That's all, folks. See you again Tuesday Eve. Marvellous. Right. There you go. Nighty night.